Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the time period of August 1st to August 17th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Imani's Lightwork. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you for this time period, Cancer. So will she or he marry me, or will she will he or she what is it? Marry me? I was really interested just now. Like, marry me? Will he or she want to be with me? It feels like you want to be with someone, like you want to get married, or you have that kind of thought, or you feel ready to propose to someone, or something like that is going on. It doesn't have to be like love. It could be like business. Like, will he or she work with me? Will they side with me? Will they be my wife? Will they be my husband? Will they be my whatever? Like, you're replaying this in your mind, or you're working really hard to figure out, is it, are you ready to settle down? Like, are you ready? Either you could be settled down already, and you're thinking, you could be already settled down, but you're thinking that you're trying to think about the fact that if that was a good idea or not, or if you're not settled down already, you feel like, if you're not settled down already, you're replaying your mind, am I ready? Am I ready to get married? Am I ready for this, that, and third? But it's a major life choice for you. So if you haven't made it, whatever it is, could be business deal, a marriage, an engagement, and things of that nature. Like, you feel ready for it or not. It just depends on what you want to do, or it could be a move. Whatever it is that you want, however you want to look at that analogy. Okay. All right. Six of Cups energy is here. So returning from someone's past. So it's Cups energy. So it's your energy. And it's the Six of Cups you actually are embodying, because you were in someone's past, and you're returning to their present. So the spirit is like, you are returning from someone's past. So whoever you were tied to, proposed to, whoever you were tied to in the past, you're returning from the past to propose to them. It could be like a lover. It's water sign energy, so it could be a Scorpio. It could be like something going on with another Cancer, or a Piscean energy. But they want to take me out. So when I hit Piscean energy, they want to take you out. Or it's a Scorpio. It could be a Pisces from your past. It could be a Scorpio from that is in your present. You do have a Scorpio that is in your present, whether a Pisces, Scorpio in your present, whatever zodiac sign. You could be returning. The Six of Cups doesn't have to be like deep past. The Six of Cups is like, you didn't hear from them for a couple of days, and they're returning to invite you somewhere, or you are doing that to them. It just depends on what's going on. It doesn't have to be a water sign. You may just be returning from someone's past to invite them to do something with them, or they are literally from your past and they're coming back to take you out or do something for you. But I was getting proposals, so it could be literally like a marriage proposal, or it's like a proposal to work together. It's a proposal to go out together, go on a date together. It just depends on what's going on. So it could be family, business, love, whatever. Six of Pentacles energy is in the starting point. The Six of Pentacles represents giving back or sharing time with Earth sign energy. But I don't really want to do that. So the Six of Pentacles energy is that you don't really want to spend time with earth signs, or you don't really want to give back money to. You don't really want to give back money to an earth sign. The water sign energies that you're tied to, they may have asked you to do that, but you borrowed that money. So they're trying to tell you that whatever money you borrow from an earth sign, you should give it back. But I don't really want to do that. So money that you borrow from an earth sign, you don't really want to give it back. A Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, whatever. But I also get time. So for some reason, you should give back time time. That's why I say you returning from someone's past. You could have been in the earth sign energy's past, or they in yours, but I owe them money. But when I said they in yours, you owe them money. But sometimes also Six of Pentacles is that they may deserve something. So the Six of Pentacles, that the earth sign energy deserves something, and you could be returning to do something with them, but water sign asked you to. So an external water sign, a Scorpio or Pisces, they may have asked you to do that, but I don't want to spend my money. So the Six of Pentacles is that you don't want to spend your money on an earth sign. Do you not want to spend your money on a Pisces and a Scorpio? They'll pay. So a Pisces and a Scorpio, they can fend for themselves, but it's the earth sign energy that you may need to pay for. That's what a Scorpio said. So a Scorpio said that you may need to pay for the earth sign energy, but which one? So which one of these earth sign energies need to be paid for? So this sounds like a group of friends. This sounds like a group of friends are planning to take a trip, or like go to like a vacation, like a venture or something. I don't want to have to pay for it. So when I went on that example, you're trying to say that I don't want to have to pay for them. Why do you think someone doesn't have money? So the Six of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. Why do you think an earth sign energy doesn't have money? What does somebody not think you have money? A Scorpio doesn't. So a Scorpio energy may think that you don't have enough money, or they think that you don't have money, or you think that one of these earth sign energy, you're trying to figure out which earth sign. The spirit is implying all of them, but you're trying to figure out which one of them does not have money with the Six of Pentacles energy there. But should I help? So you're trying to figure out if you should help the earth signs. The Scorpio asks you to help the earth signs. You do want to do, you want to do that, or you don't want to do that. It just depends. But this is expensive. So you wanting to do that or not, you wanting to do that or not wanting to do that, you're trying to say that some type of excursion that you're trying to go on with the earth signs, you're trying to say that it's expensive. You're trying to say that it's expensive. So, divvy up the money properly so that they can have enough. But check to see if they have money first before you assume that someone doesn't have money. Just ask them, do you have enough for this outing? Do you have enough for this excursion? Do you have enough for this vacation? Just have that, pull them to the side and have that conversation with them. There could be coworkers. It could be coworkers that are going out to eat together, but you could be one of those coworkers, but you're making assumptions in your mind. You're assuming that someone is poor. For some reason, you're assuming that someone is poor, but they may not be poor or less fortunate than you, or however you want to look at that. They may not be poor or less fortunate than you, but for some reason you already have that planted in your mind that you think that they're like that. They may or may not be less fortunate than you, or you deem them to be that way. They could be family. This could be family members that you saying you may think, you may be having this kind of feeling where you feel like you're better than certain family members because you have more money or whatever it is. Someone is chauvinistic about that with family. So you could have that kind of feeling with certain family members, but some of them may be chauvinistic about you having that kind of thought about earth sign family members. That's why I said Six Cups could be your energy if it's not Pisces and a Scorpio that you're already tied to, but it's the earth sign energies that lack funds in the family or in the workplace, but you really want to spend time with them, but you don't want to have to pay for them. But at the same time, you're making false judgments. At the same time, you're making false judgments about them, making assumptions that they're poor or they're less fortunate than you in a family and a workplace environment. So, I mean, somebody not having money to go out on a specific venture doesn't mean that they're less fortunate. They may not get paid as much as you do, or you don't get paid as much as they do. But I'm assuming. So when I said they don't get paid as much as you do, you're assuming that they don't get paid as much as you do. So it just depends on what's going on. You're waiting on the King of Pentacles energy. There's your Taurus. It could be any I will say Capricorn. Yes, it could be a Capricorn male. Predominantly, it's a Taurus that likes you. So a Taurus may like you, like however you want to look at a Taurus liking you. Like they may like you as a friend. It could be a Taurus male that you have this kind of thought, but I get less fortunate. It could be a Taurus male that you have this kind of thought that they're less fortunate than you. You have a thought that the Taurus male is less fortunate than you for some reason. Do they have this kind of thought about you? But I have that thought about them. So you have that kind of thought about a Taurus male. You have don't make assumptions also. So don't make assumptions about a Taurus male. Why do you have that kind of thought about a Taurus male? But should I stop talking to? So the Six of Pentacles with the Taurus is like, should I stop talking to the Taurus male? Why do you think they're less the spirit keeps asking me this. Why do you think something is really heavy about you thinking that they're less fortunate than you for some reason? Like something, it could be something that they did, it could be how they live or what they do during the day, or like it could be like where they work. Less fortunate doesn't have to be the amount of money that they make. They can make the same amount of money as you, but they may not be as boastful as you. But because they're not like that, you're assuming that they're less fortunate than you because they don't boast about their money, or they don't talk. Because okay, this could be a situation where you may talk about the amount of money that you make over someone all the time, or either you do or you do not do that, or you boast about that. But this energy, they may be on the same level as you, but they don't feel the need to boast in the way that you're boasting. Are they the ones that are boasting and they have this kind of thought about you? But I have that kind of thought about them. So they may not be the ones that are boasting. You may be the one that is boasting. If they don't have that kind of thought about you, they don't really need to have that kind of thought about you. Six of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles energy there. Very interesting. So if it's not anything like comparisons and life paths and boasting and leveling up to someone, then the Six of Pentacles energy is that you just want to spend time with someone, but at the same time you have a secretive thought about them, or they have a secretive thought about you that they're starting to share. So they have a secretive thought about you that they're starting to share either through text, or you're meeting up with them. That's why I said spending time with them. You're meeting up with someone's nervous about you having to meet up with them. Like someone's making you feel nervous about having to meet up with them, or they have something really interesting to tell you with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles energy there. They have something very interesting to tell you, but revealing feelings. So they may be revealing their feelings. They may be revealing their feelings towards you, but I'm not gay. So if you're a dude, the King of Pentacles, if it's a Taurus, if you're a dude, something's going on with them where this has an interesting attraction to you. They have an interesting attraction to you if you're a dude. They have an interesting attraction. If you're a female, have a secretive thought about them. So if you're a female, you have a secretive thought about them, but they're becoming attracted, or they're becoming attracted to you, or they've been attracted to you for a long period of time, or they just have something interesting to tell you, period. Vice versa with the King of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles energy there. I don't want to see them. So the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, they're returning from your past, or vice versa, but for some reason you don't want to see them, but they're going to start talking. So this energy is going to start talking or rambling about something that you may not want to hear. It just depends on what's going on. The present has the Knight of Swords energy, but air signs with an S. So the Knight of Swords, but they're coming too. So the air signs with an S, the multiple air sign elements are coming too. Where's the Aquarian? So I'm looking at the King of Pentacles. You're asking this element where an Aquarian energy is. We can't leave without him or her, whatever. Where's the Aquarian energy with the Knight of Swords being in the present? Why are they taking so long? So why is the Aquarian energy taking so long? Why is the King of Pentacles with the Aquarian? The King of Pentacles may be taking a long time because they're with the Aquarian. This could be a situation here, like co-workers are trying to go out together, but if it's an Aquarian, they may be taking a long time, or for some reason they're just taking gather their money. The Aquarian energy may be taking a long time because they're gathering their money. That could be what a Taurus is trying to tell you, but also Virgo. So when I said Taurus trying to tell you, this energy is also a Virgo. This energy could be a Virgo male or female, whatever. This energy is also a Virgo that you don't really like. It's a Virgo male that you don't really like for some reason. Either you like them to an extent. You may like a Virgo male to an extent, or you have an interesting thought. That's why I said interesting thoughts and measuring up to and status, and do they match me? If it's a Virgo male, you have that kind of thought about them, or that's what a Taurus is revealing. So that could be what some type of secretive thought that you have about a Virgo male. That's what a Taurus is trying to reveal, or some type of secretive thought that you have about a Taurus. A Virgo may be revealing, but they're tied to a Capricorn. So the Taurus is tied to a Capricorn, but a Virgo A Taurus is tied to a Capricorn, but a Virgo that's also tied to the Taurus. The Virgo is also tied to the Taurus, but the Virgo is trying to relate to you something interesting. The Virgo is trying to relate to you something interesting that a Taurus said. The Virgo is trying to relate to you something interesting that a Taurus said. Is a Taurus trying to relate to you something interesting the Capricorn said? A Taurus is trying to relate to you something interesting that a Capricorn energy said, but I don't understand. So something that Taurus is trying to tell you about a Capricorn, you don't understand. The Knight of Swords being in the present, I keep getting waiting on Aquarian. The Knight of Swords in the present is waiting for an Aquarian energy to show up, to be done counting their money. Why are they doing that? So I get show up, you're waiting for them to show up, but they're counting their money and things of that nature. But why are they doing that? Why do they need to do that with this kind of feeling? Thinks somebody doesn't have any money, so they think the earth sign males don't have any money. That's why I said. That's why I said from the beginning with the assumptions. It could be the Aquarian and about you. It could be. It could be that the Aquarian is making an assumption about you, or they're assuming that you don't have enough for something. That's why the Knight of Swords energy is in the present. They're assuming that you don't have enough for something, so they're going into their bag or their knapsack or whatever, and they're trying to count their funds for a Taurus. They're trying to count their funds for a Taurus. But why do you need to pay for them? So you don't understand. The Aquarian is like, why do you need? Okay. The Aquarian energy, either they're going through their money, either they're counting their, okay, this is workplace stuff. Coworkers have really interesting thoughts about each other. So you have a secret thought about a Taurus. You think somebody doesn't have as, or you think that they don't match you or something in terms of finances, but I was wrong. So you had that kind of thought, but you were wrong about a Taurus or a Virgo, whatever situation is there, but you're trying to go out, all of you or however many are trying to go out with an Aquarian energy, but that has that kind of thought about you. So the Aquarian has that kind of thought about you, or they have that kind of thought about a Taurus, but they were counting money or going through money for a Taurus, but they pay them. So the Aquarian energy pays the Taurus to do something. So the Aquarian pays, that could be why the Taurus relays about a Capricorn. That could be why the Taurus relays information to you about a Capricorn, because the Aquarian energy may pay them to do that, but I'm a part of that. So the Aquarian energy pays the Taurus to do that, gather information about a Capricorn or what a Capricorn is talking, things of that nature. That could be a business. That is their business. Like that's a business that somebody created to hook up people to listen to conversations and keep a watchful eye. Hook up people to keep a watchful eye on someone, but somebody pays someone to do that, or you are a part of that as well. But I extracted myself. So you were a part of that as well, but you extracted yourself. But you may end up back in that again because of the Aquarian. So somehow you may end up back in that again because of the Aquarian energy, but they called me. So the Aquarian energy is the one that called you. I need you extracted yourself, yes, but you're starting to lack funds or something, or you miss. I miss Capricorn. You may miss a Capricorn, but something is business like about you being tied to a Capricorn, or something is a business surrounding the Capricorn energy. So, but it could have whatever. Listening to someone, watching someone, keeping a watchful eye on someone. Something about that is a business. Like somebody makes money by hooking up people to do that, but that's why I extracted myself. So that could be why you extracted yourself. But a Taurus knows something. So a Taurus may be finding out that you're a part of that, but they're a part of that as well. So you and a Taurus are a part of that as well. But something is also a level here where some type of level of involvement that you have, they may not have known about. If it's a Taurus, so they may not have known that level of involvement. That could be where the comparison with the paying and the boasting energy is coming from. The Aquarians pay, so boasting and things of that nature is coming from the amount of money that an Aquarian energy is being paid, or how much an Aquarian pays a Taurus. How much an Aquarian energy pays a Taurus? Why are they doing that kind of business? So you may not understand why the Aquarian and a Taurus and a Virgo, why they do that kind of business. Something's interesting about some type of business that they do. Something is weird about some type of business that they do, but yet stalk people. So they may stalk people, but the stalking people, that's like money. The stalking people is how they make their money. That's weird. The stalking people is how they make their money, but I should get out of that. So you are trying to say that you should get out of that, but you want money, or the Taurus is in that willingly. The Taurus may be in that willingly, but they like a Capricorn, or you like them, or something's going on with not being gay, or this is a really interesting situation. This could be like a business, the three dudes. This is like a business with three dudes. You be that dude, and then there's a Taurus, and then there's an Aquarian dude, but we make money off of stalking. So when I ran through that, you make money with these elements off of stalking, or someone may be trying to get you to be a part of that business, but it's strange. So someone may be trying to get you to be a part of that kind of business, but it's strange. But it's causing something to happen mentally also. So somebody may have something going on with them detrimental, like mentally, but stalking. But it's because of stalking, like somebody is like stalking, but that's how they make their money. But something is becoming really like something is becoming psychologically detrimental. I hit Taurus when I said that. So something may be becoming really psychologically detrimental about a Taurus doing that. But leave the Aquarian alone. So you think that a Taurus should leave the Aquarian energy alone, but they're not going to because of the pay. They're not going to because of the pay, whatever it is. But why did they start that kind of business? I'm looking at the Nine of Swords, and why it could be the Aquarian energy that started that business. Why did the Aquarian energy start that kind of business? But I also get Gemini. So a Gemini energy may also be a part of that. I keep getting stalking. A Gemini is also a part of that business of stalking. They're also a part. This is like people. This is like gang stalking, but people make money from doing that, or just hooking up people to go watch somebody. That somebody makes money from doing that, or something. Stupid business. So you're like, that's a stupid business. So either you're a part of that business, or you're finding out that a Taurus, someone's lazy with them, but you're finding out that they do that for an Aries. You're finding out that they do that kind of business for an Aries element. So the Aries element acts the Taurus. The Aries element constantly acts that they go to school together. So go to school, but they constantly hook up the stalk Capricorn. They constantly hook up the Taurus to stalk a Capricorn, but they're being paid to do that. But that's foolishness. So something about that is really foolish. And not only is it foolish, but it's becoming psychologically Taurus. It's becoming psychologically detrimental to the Taurus. So you could be on the outside looking into that is happening. The less fortunate energy is the kind of work that they're in. So the less fortunate energy or thought that you have about this person is because of the kind of work that they're doing. So obviously it's because of the work that they're doing, but it's just a less fortunate thought, or it's like an empathy or sympathy thought that you have because of like an empathy or sympathy thought that you have about us. That's what a secretive thought is coming from, because you know that they do that kind of work on the side. You know that they do that kind of work on the side, but you have an empathy or sympathy thought, but you also have a feeling where they're less fortunate because they do that kind of work on the side. But I keep getting lazy, but they do that kind of work on the side, but it implies that they're also lazy. They're also lazy. It's whatever it is that's going on, and something doesn't make any sense. Something doesn't make any sense about. I keep getting stalking. Something doesn't make any sense. Either they're stalking you. They could be stalking you. They could for an Aquarian. They could be stalking you for an Aquarian. Like but they're being paid to do that. Like they're stalking you for an Aquarian, but spends a lot of time at home also. So one of these elements, they spend a lot of time at home, but that's a part of it. So them spending a lot of time at home, that's a part of the stalking business that they created, and the pay and this, that, and the third. The Aquarian may be like the time. The Aquarian energy may be like, this is you're working from 1 to 6, which means that you need to stalk this person between 1 and 6 o'clock. Just go look to see what they're doing. I'm going to give you $250 to do that, but that's foolishness. So that's foolishness. You don't understand why they do that kind of business, but needs help also. So they may need help also. That's why I said psychologically detrimental, where they may need help also. But I get lost when I said that. So either they're lost, like they're lost in their life path. Either they're lost You know what I mean? Like lost. Like you're trying to say that they're lost, like they're confused about their life or something, or they don't know where their life path is going. Like either you, that's how you view them. So they may not know where their life path is going for some reason, but that's a secretive thought that you have about them, that they don't know where they don't know where they're heading, that they're lost, or literally they're lost. Like the Six of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords is hooking up, trying to find an air sign to contact, but they lost something, like their phone, like or they're lost. You're trying to meet up with them, and literally they're lost. Literally they're lost, or figuratively they're lost, like in life. Metaphorically they're lost in life, or they're lost, like they can't be found. I get something about traffic, so they may have ended up, or potentially, or they did, or they did not, or they did not yet. They're lost in traffic. But I'm not waiting on them anymore. So they may be lost in traffic or stuck in traffic, and you're like, I'm not waiting on them anymore. And however you want to look at that, it could be metaphoric or literally they're lost in traffic, like in life. Like they're stuck in life. They're stuck in traffic in life, or literally they're stuck in traffic. But we should leave them. So literally they're stuck in traffic, and you're like, we should leave them. I keep it in Taurus. Literally, we should leave the Taurus. Whatever is going on with them, like metaphorically leave them because they don't know what's going on or something in life or something. The Ten of Cups energy is in the future. Okay, then the Instincts has the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, and not the future, sorry. I said Instincts. The Instincts has the Seven of Pentacles energy there. I'm looking for a real job. So the Seven of Pentacles energies, I'm looking for a real job. You may have a real job, yes, but finding out what a coworker, an ex-coworker is doing, or finding out what a current coworker is doing, foolishness. You're finding out what a current coworker is doing, but you consider them to be doing foolishness, and the Taurus may be the current coworker that you have. The Seven of Pentacles is looking for a real job or a new job. The Seven of Pentacles is like you're making money from a real job that you're in. Something is really important about a real job. So okay, if it's not anything going on with stalking necessarily, then work from home. You may just work from home. Like you do work from home, or someone pays you. If it's the Aquarian energy, they may pay you. They may pay you to work from home, or you get paid to work from home. Or it's a Taurus or a Virgo, whatever. They may get. I keep getting lazy. Taurus and Virgo males are lazy, but one of those elements in Aquarian, a Taurus, a Virgo male, they may work from home, or however many of them work from home, but you consider that to be laziness for some reason. The Seven of Pentacles energy, I keep getting real job. The Seven of Pentacles is you're making you're saying that, and either you're saying real job, either you're saying like real job in a snarky way so that they would get up off their ass and start moving. Either is that you have that kind of thought, or it's literally like a real job is like you yourself may work from home, but maybe it's not bringing in enough money or funds for you. It just depends on what's going on, and you're collecting money, or you need to make money from an Aquarian. You need to make money from an Aquarian, or you need to make money from a real. Oh, I see what's going on here. When the spirit was like, you need to make money from an Aquarian, is that they may not, like they may have side jobs, or they have multiple jobs, but I'm trying to get a cut off of that. So they may work, but they may have side jobs or small jobs, or whatever kind of work that they do. You're trying to get a cut off of that. That's why I said trying to get trying to make money from a real job. A Scorpio thinks something is silly when I said that. So a Scorpio may think something that you're doing is silly. Somebody thinks something is silly that you're doing, or you have that thought about a Virgo and a Taurus energy. Like somebody thinks something is silly, like something is really silly for some reason. So it could, whatever kind of way somebody makes money on the side is silly. Whatever kind of way someone makes money on the side, you deem it to be silly, something that an Aquarian is doing, something that, but you make money. Either you think that, or a Scorpio thinks that. Just don't get involved with. So a Scorpio thinks that you shouldn't get involved with an Aquarian or a Taurus or a Virgo. They're gonna make you lazy. So when I said that they're going to make you lazy, I see what's going on here. You could be in a situation. That's why I said real job with the Seven of Pentacles. This could be a situation here where you have people like friends where like they may work from home or something, or that someone is unscrupulous about that. So they may make money from home somehow. Like they don't have to get up off their ass to go work, but they make money by not moving their ass. They may make money from not moving their ass, but you're trying to get the ends on how to not move your ass also, so that you won't have to go into somewhere. It just depends on what's going on. That makes sense. Like, it just depends on what's going on. That may make sense to someone or to you, but a Scorpio somewhere thinks that something's foolish about that for some reason. But just go to work. So the Scorpios, like, just go to work. Like, just go to work. Don't stay with these elements. Don't follow them. So don't follow these elements. Just go to work. Your friends, this could be a situation here where your friends get lazy. Your friends may just be lazy, but they have really unscrupulous ways in how to make money, and they're trying to drag you into that. But you, deep down inside, you may want to stick with them. Deep down inside, you may want to. But I get integrity. So you don't want your integrity on the line. You may not want your integrity on the line, but you're trying to stick with the view that you have working for your money. You're trying to stick with the view that you have with working for your money. And these elements may not really work for their money. They're just handed money. So these elements don't work for their money. They're just handed money by an Aquarian. They're just handed money. But deep down inside, you may want to be just you may want to just be handed money, but the spirit is like, you should just work. The Scorpio is like, you should just work. Real job. That's why the Seven of Pentacles, it kept ringing off of this card. Something is extreme about a real job. Okay, whatever is going on. King of Cups energy is here. This could be your energy right next to the Six of Pentacles. The King of Cups energy is there. Could also be a Pisces. Didn't I say something about a Pisces? A Pisces. It could be another Cancer, Scorpio. What they do that kind of work. So when I hit Scorpio male does that kind of work. But I hit with a Sag. So a Scorpio male does that kind of work with a Sagittarian energy, but they're lazy also. So a Pisces, a Scorpio, whatever, someone's lazy about them also. Why are they lazy? So why are all these elements lazy? If this is not something where your friends have like their own stuff and they make money by just being handed money, whatever, if it's not anything like that, then these elements could just be co-workers that can't fend for themselves. These elements are co-workers that can't fend for themselves. That's why the Six of Pentacles is right next to the King of Cups, because so either you are showing up like this right next to the Six of Pentacles, and someone has that thought about you, about helping you, or like the six of Pentacles right next to the King of Cups is that you have that kind of thought about a Pisces male, about a Scorpio male, like they're lazy. So those a Pisces, a Scorpio male, a Taurus male, a Virgo male, they may be lazy, not a Capricorn male. So nothing is lazy about a Capricorn male. Nothing is lazy about a Capricorn male, but those are the elements I ran through. Someone's lazy about them in a workplace. Like this could be like a workplace setting where you feel like you're doing all the work. This could be a workplace setting where you feel like you're doing all the work for some reason, but how to get them off their ass. How to get these elements off of their ass. Like you're trying to figure out a way to how to. This could be, if it's not workplace, then it's like a home environment where people don't move. Like it could be a home environment where people literally, these elements. These elements here, they literally don't move. So either you're one of them or you're not outside looking into these elements. They don't move. Like they're glued to the chair or something, or the couch, or they're glued to their house, or they don't leave or something. But should I utilize something mystically? So you're thinking that you should utilize something mystically. You're thinking that you should, you know what I mean? Something this could be also a situation here. If it's a family environment, like these elements could be brothers or cousins, or they're just your friends, or they're tied to someone that you want to see. They're in the way. So they're tied to someone that you want. That's why I said wanting to see Capricorn. They're tied to someone that you want see. And he needs men to be in the way for some reason because they don't move, or they're like stuck at home all the time for some reason. I get drinking. They're stuck at home all the time drinking. They're alcoholics, and that could be what is making them sedentary. Weed and alcohol and Smirnoff and things of that nature could be what is making them sedentary, but they don't need a drink. So when I said that's what's making them sedentary, the Taurus, the Aquarian, the Virgo, like they don't need a drink, like they don't need a drink. But I also get in an outing, so those elements don't need to be drinking in an outing. They really don't need to be drinking in an outing because sporadic behavior, because one of those elements may have, I get Pisces when I said that. So a Pisces may have sporadic behavior when they drink, when they're out, but they're embarrassing. So you have that thought about a Pisces, but something is embarrassing about a Pisces, the way they act when they're drinking. So they're embarrassing with the way they act when they're drinking, but I have that secretive thought. So you're embarrassed by that, but you're not sharing that with other family members and coworkers and friends, that you have that kind of thought about a Pisces, or a Scorpio may have that kind of thought about a Pisces, but they act foolish as well. So a Scorpio may act foolish as well. Okay. The spiritual self has a 3 of Wands right next to the King of Pentacles energy there, but I'm still working with them. So the 3 of Wands, you still work with a Taurus, you still work with a Virgo, Capricorn male, whatever, high functioning. When I hit Capricorn male, the Capricorn male is high functioning, but the Taurus and the Virgo, someone's lazy with them, but you still work with them though. Like you like them, but you still work with them. But I keep getting someone's going on with lackadaisicalness. So someone's going on with lackadaisical with them, but you still work with them. With the 3 of Wands right next to them, you still work with them. But I want them to work harder. So I want the 3 of Wands, I want them to work harder. Do they want you to work harder? But I'm a little lackadaisical. So they may want you to work harder, but you're trying to say, you're like, I'm a little lackadaisical. Like you had that kind of thought about yourself. I'm a little lackadaisical, but trying to listen to them. So you may be trying to listen to them, or they're trying to listen to you, but something is lackadaisical, or they don't understand the business objective. They may not understand your business objective. Like it already rang through that you don't understand theirs, but they do whatever business objective that they have that they do on the side, you don't understand that. That could be where the elaboration and things of that nature is coming from. But I almost ended up joining into what they were doing on the side. So I almost ended up joining into what they were trying to do on the side. That's why the 3 of Wands is right next to them. Either you almost did it or you're in it with them. But trying not to look like them though. I'm not trying to look like them. Like look like them in the sense where like you don't want to be their replica. Like they may just looking like them in a sense where you're trying to maintain your productivity outside of what you do on the side with them, if you're in something like that on the side with them. But they may just receive money. They may just receive the money and sit down and not move. But you may be in that kind of business with them, but you actually are productive with something else. It just depends on what's going on. But I'm embarrassed. So the 3 of Wands right next to them, and that something's wrong with you. You're embarrassed by something. You may be embarrassed. This energy could be your love partner that does unscrupulous business. So this energy could be your love partner that does unscrupulous business. They do unscrupulous business with an external King of Cups, but they don't really know them. So when I said doing unscrupulous business with the King of Pentacles, when I said doing unscrupulous business, the King of Pentacles is doing with the external King of Cups, they don't really know each other. You could be showing up like this, but you're trying to say that you don't really know what they're doing. You know them, but you don't really know what they're doing. You don't understand what's going on. This depends on what's going on. The mentality has the 3 of Cups energy in the mentality. Workplace could be gossiping, family gossiping, friend group gossiping about Aquarian. So when I say friend group gossiping, they're gossiping about an Aquarian. But what they do with money, how they make money, who they give money to, what kind of business they do on the side. Like somebody's gossiping constantly. Somebody's gossiping about that constantly. Somebody may be gossiping about that constantly with the 3 of Cups energy. It's Cups energy. So people could be gossiping about you, Pisces, Scorpio, but needs help. So when I hit Scorpio needs help. That could be what people are gossiping about. People think a Scorpio needs help somewhere, or whatever the situation is. Or it's just gossip, period. It's up in your mind. The 3 of Cups mentality, the instincts being how you make money. The instincts being the 7 of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups energy, and the mentality is people may be gossiping about how you make money. How you make money. what you do on the side, who you are involved with on the side, or how you do business with people. It just depends on what's going on. Gang stalking or stalking, or whatever you consider to be unscrupulous business, that either somebody does that in your workplace and they're trying to drag you into that, or you broke down and got into it, or if it's not that kind of business, then it's just whatever it is. I keep getting stalking. It's something, it has something to do with stalking. Like it's like something is weird or something about that. And that's how somebody makes their money somewhere, by stalking somebody, or in private investigations. And but it's like, it's not, it's private investigations that someone is just conducting on their own. Like they don't have the official documents or warrants and things of that nature to even do that, but they're doing that on their own. I get the Aquarian when I said it. They're doing that on their own. Like they created that kind of business on their own, or somebody's paying them to do that. But that's good money. So somebody's paying the Aquarian to do that, but you consider that to be good money. You consider it to be good money, but deep down inside, I don't want to be a part of that. They may have asked you to be a part of it, or you were, or whatever. I don't know. It's interesting. The Three of Wands energy, if it's spiritual self, it could be fire signs that you collab with, along with the Taurus and the Virgo male. It could be fire sign energies like Sag and Aries and Leo elements, but they pulled out. A Sag, a Aries, and a Leo element, they pulled out. They pulled out. If you're a woman, you could have been sleeping with these elements and pulled out. And they may have pulled out, literally, like pulled out, you know what I mean? Like sex. Or they pulled out of, as Three of Wands represents business collaboration. So they may have pulled out or pulled back from a business collaboration that you have going on with them. You know? Whatever it is that's going on. Like they may have pulled out from that for some reason, you know. But the person that they're stalking, or the person that they're doing private investigations on, is finding out what you're involved. They are finding out that you're involved. You could be the one that's pulling out. That's why I said you could be the one that is pulling out if it's not fire signs that they're slowly. The fire sign energy is trying to slowly pull out of a business deal. That doesn't make any sense. They're slowly pulling out of a business deal that doesn't make any sense. Or you're slowly pulling out of a business deal. Integrity. You're slowly pulling out, or you're trying to anonymously pull out of a business deal that you feel like it's going to damage or put a damper on your integrity, but leave. So if you feel that, then leave. It just depends on what's going on. It could be a regular workplace that doesn't make money right. It's a regular workplace that may not make money right, and something's going on there. If it's not a side job that somebody created, and some people are making money, but they're lazy and not moving, and foolishness and things of that nature, becoming sedentary, and it's becoming psychological, and that's where there's a problem. That's why the fire sign energy is left. So when I hit becoming psychological, that's why the fire sign energy is pulled out. Okay. What's changing is the Hangman energy, but I have a lot to learn. So the Hangman is, I have a lot to learn, but how you do business. So you have a lot to learn about how you do business. Something is just odd about the way you do business with people. Just or it is or it is not. Or you're learning something about something is just weird. Or you need to understand the way a Taurus male does business, or Virgo male does business. All the fire signs, the Pisces, the Scorpio. You're trying to understand how they do business together, or how they do business on their own period. But finding out a lot of craziness or foolishness. So you may be finding out a lot of craziness, or craziness that coworkers are involved in, whatever it is. But that's why they don't leave. So why is it coworkers involved in? That's why they don't leave. This could be a situation here where, like, you're in the workplace, but you may leave at a certain time, but then you have, like, I got Virgo and Taurus. Then you have, like, Virgo and Tauruses that are coworkers, but they may linger around, or they stick around a workplace for a very long period of time. They make more money. So they do that because they make more money in the workplace. Why are they staying here until 8:00 and I'm leaving at 5:30, 6:00? Why are they staying here until 8 and 9 o'clock at night? But that's the shadiness. So that's the shadiness that you're finding out your coworkers are doing. If it's not a workplace, it could be friends. You know what I mean? That you may go out with these energies could be your friends that you go out with, but you're going out and hang out with them to a certain time, and they're trying to tell you that you're like, I'm tired, I'm going home, but you turn the block and you group together. You turn the block and they're like grouped together, having an interesting business transaction and things that it could be weed that they're selling, whatever it is that they're doing. But you didn't know that. That's why I said the hangman energy. You didn't know that they were doing that, or if something's going on with gang stalking or regular stalking, or private interesting private investigations, or drugs. You know what I mean? That you didn't know coworkers were on. So it's drugs that you didn't know coworkers were on, or they sell them or something. But you're hanging out with them, and you're like, I'm tired, I'm going home. And you go down Second Avenue, and you turn your head, and they're grouped together, breaking up weed or something to sell. And you didn't know that they were involved in that. Whatever it is that's strange, or it's like a regular office that you go into where certain coworkers they stay behind really late all the time regularly, but there's some type of extra business that they do that you don't know, but now you're finding out that you're like, why are you ever question yourself? You're leaving at 6 and you're saying goodnight to everybody, and why are they still there? There's more to what they're doing in there. That's why they're not telling you that or something. The 6 of Wands energy is what is in the resolution going towards the 10 of Cups. But fire signs. So the 6 of Wands going towards the 10 of Cups is fire signs. But I live with, so you live with the fire. The 10 of Cups is family. You live with the fire sign energies. But I don't like the kind of work that they do. You live with them, but you don't like the kind of work that they do. You don't like the kind of work that they do. So either you're a part of that kind of interesting work, or you are a part of it, or you are still a part of it. You are not, or you were in it and you're trying to extract yourself because of integrity, or you're finding out, or you're just finding out what they're doing that's interesting, and you just want to retract. It just depends on what's going on. You think something is foolish, or conversing with a Scorpio about how something is weird or strange. You know what I mean? You're like, I don't think I want to be involved, coworkers. I don't think I want to be involved with my coworkers like this anymore. The Taurus, Virgo, whatever, or it's an Aquarian, and making money from them and giving them. You're finding out that they're big. The Taurus and the Virgo make money from the Aquarian, or it's a Pisces and a Scorpio. Something's going on. They're lazy. Something's going on with them with laziness, and whatever the setting is, a family setting is work. Something secretive about a workplace or workplace coworkers, or a friend that you have. Something's gone interesting with a friend that you have. You consider a friend or a coworker to be lost because of the kind of work that they're trying to do with fire signs. But I did get that the fire sign energies extracted themselves, but they're still in something. So you think that the fire sign energies extracted themselves from some type of business, but they're still in it. They may have lied to you. That's why I said the Hangman for what's changing. Interesting. All right. Let's see what the outcome is. Cancer. You know, 9 of Wands energy. I just had Sagittarian energy in my mind, but they still do that kind of work. So whatever kind of work it is that's something is strange or undercover about the kind of work that a Sagittarius energy does with you. So the kind of work that you do with them is something is really like underground about it. You know, you do that with the Aquarian, with the Taurus, or they have something separate that is underground, but it's coming out. They may have something separate underground, but underground in a sense where it's secretive, not some type of secretive work. It could be like FBI stuff or something, like some secretive work of investigations and things that people, that kind of work that people do under the behind the scenes or underground that not many people know the constructs of it. But you're becoming aware because of Sagittarius. You're becoming aware of that kind of work because of a Sagittarian, and you're finding out that a Taurus and a Virgo and a Aquarian are a part, they're interconnected, and they're a part of that business also. But something is psychologically detrimental with doing that kind of work. But they should get out of that. So you feel like those elements should get out of that. It could have something to do with like law enforcement and drugs and underground work that these elements do. that these elements do, but trying to get advice from. So I'm looking at the Knight of Wands, trying to get advice from a Sagittarian energy. You're trying to get advice from them, you know? They're your partner, your love partner, your business partner, your whoever, your co-worker that still does some type of interesting work. So they're your co-worker or friend that they do some type of interesting work that's underground. It's underground, meaning it's secretive. But you're finding out that your friends are involved with them also in that way. You didn't know that. But I extracted. So when you found out or you're finding out that your friends are also involved in that, you're extracting yourself. You're trying to extract yourself. Okay? All right, let me know how it resonates, Cancer. Be well. Take care. Bye.